What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, the truth. Former unified three-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer, Errol the Truth Spence Jr., who is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5 for 9.5 with a 72-inch arm reach, breaks his silence and consoles his close friend, training mate, stable partner, in now 3-division world champion, former undisputed junior middleweight world champion, but still the unified junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jermell Ironman Charlo. Jermell Ironman Charlo is now 35 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'11.5" with a 73.5-inch arm reach. Jermell Charlo officially took his first official non-controversial, disputable loss in his career. Okay, for the first time in his career. For the first time, he lost, and there was no doubt he lost. The first time he fought against Tony Harrison, former WBC junior middleweight world champion, Tony the Tiger Harrison, and he lost, but there was controversy. Some people thought Jermell Charlo won. Some people thought Tony Harrison won. Some people thought Jermell Charlo was robbed. So there's a lot surrounding that Tony Harrison fight. When it comes to this fight, in particular last Saturday, when he took on 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is widely considered the face of the sport of boxing, who is top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, and is the undisputed super middleweight world champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is now 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. He lost, there was no doubt. September 30th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. There was no doubt Jermell Charlo lost that fight, and he lost bad. And the reason he lost bad because he lost essentially every round. He wasn't very active. And even his own trainer, Derrick James, says to Jermell Charlo, what are you going to do? Just be a punching bag in here? Derrick James is a well-renowned 2-time trainer of the year and a future Hall of Famer, and trains Errol Spence as well. And in between the rounds, Derrick James says, what are you going to do? Just be a punching bag in here? He wasn't very active, okay? So essentially, he lost every round. Outside the 5th round was the most competitive round of that fight. But again, then he got dropped in the 7th round. He just didn't commit. Now, he did dare to be great, jump up from junior middleweight 154 to 168 for this fight. But nonetheless, he just felt like he didn't give it his all, okay? Although he'll say he gave it his all. And who can dispute that? And then he had the draw with Brian Castano for the undisputed match, but he came back, rectified it, and knocked Brian Castano out. He rectified the loss to Tony Harrison by knocking him out. So he rectified those 2 losses, but those were competitive, close fights. So for the first time, he didn't have any argument that it was a possibility he won. So he just flat out lost. And Errol Spence consoled him and said, listen, bro, I'm proud of you. I'm super proud of you. You did your thing, and these things happen. You did the best you could. This happens. And Errol Spence knows very well. He took the first loss of his career, July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, the exact same site, just a few months earlier, just 2 months earlier. He took on and lost badly to 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, now the reigning undisputed welterweight world champion, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Crawford is now 40 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Errol Spence went into that undisputed match, another undisputed match. Errol Spence went in there with one of the best fighters in the world, another super fight. And Errol Spence came up drastically short in a non-competitive fight, like Jermell Charlo, The difference is Jermell Charlo got knocked down once and went the distance and made it to the 12th round. And Errol Spence got dropped in the 2nd round, twice in the 7th round, and then stopped in the 9th round. But even Canelo Alvarez's team said, hey, he was a master at surviving at the end of the fight. Because Jermell Charlo, you can see, he made up his mind he was not going to get knocked out. He wasn't going to get stopped. And so because of that, Errol Spence understands the mindset. Now, Errol Spence, he just chose that he was going to go out on his shield. He never stopped coming forward. He never stopped being aggressive. He never stopped throwing punches. He was very active. He just was getting counted. He was at a disadvantage in every aspect of the fight. His hands were slower. His combinations were slower. His strength was weaker. His foot placement wasn't better. He just was at a disadvantage all the way around. And he was the bigger guy. Like Jermell Charlo was physically the bigger guy. Canelo Alvarez fights at a bigger weight class, but Jermell Charlo is the bigger guy. 5'11.5" with a 73.5-inch arm reach. But like Errol Spence, he was in there with the stronger guy. The shorter guy, what was considered a smaller guy, was the stronger guy. Canelo Alvarez was the stronger guy. Terrence Crawford was the stronger guy, right? So there's a lot of similarities, okay? Errol Spence is taller than Terrence Crawford. He's considered to be the naturally bigger guy. But Terrence Crawford was the stronger guy in the fight. Jermell Charlo seemed to be the bigger guy, but Canelo Alvarez was the stronger guy in the fight. The difference was the mentality. The mentality of Errol Spence was, I'm going out on my shield. And Jermell Charlo was like, I live to fight another day. So that was the difference in the fight. So Errol Spence, he tells Jermell Charlo, I'm proud of you, bro. You know, you did what you could. And this happens. It's boxing, right? Hold your head up, you know. And Jermell Charlo responds to Errol Spence by saying, hey, I give it to you. That dude is strong. I give it to him. I give him one thing. That little dude is strong. So he even referred to him as the little dude. He said, man, that little dude is strong. So, you know, again, they both fought top 5 pound for pound best fighters. In the case of Errol Spence, he fought the #1 fighter in the world. And in the case of Jermell Charlo, he fought arguably the number 2, 3, 4, 5, wherever you choose to place him in the pound for pound list. Canelo Alvarez has been doing this a long time. Unlike Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez has taken losses, some bad losses. So that he's the face of boxing as far as the draw, the entertainment part, you know, the money part. But as far as in the ring, the skill set, he's very talented. One of the best fighters in the world, no doubt. But he's not the best fighter in the world because we've seen him defeated multiple times. And he lost bad. When he took on Floyd Mayweather, he lost every single round. When he fought against Dimitri Bivol, he only won maybe 2 to 3 rounds. He lost both those fights. So in 24 rounds, he won 3 rounds to 21. Okay, so he got badly outclassed. Then he has a controversial draw to Triple G, where many people thought Triple G won. Then he has a controversial win over Triple G, where many people thought Triple G won. So that draw and that win, those are in question. That's why he's not considered the best fighter in the world. And then you factor in, he had the fight with Errol Lara, where people questioned that fight, and many people thought he lost to Errol Lara. So that's the reason why Canelo Alvarez is not considered the #1 fighter in the world. But as far as the face and the draw and the magnitude, and he is a talented fighter, again, Canelo Alvarez lost to the best. Dimitri Bivol is top 5 pound for pound fighters in the world. Floyd Mayweather is the GOAT of all time, arguably. Okay, Errol Lara is one of the best fighters in the world. So there's no shame in these guys taking losses because they're not taking losses to B and C level fighters, according to their standards. But they are taking losses to the creme de la creme, the absolute upper echelon, right? You can't get no better than the fighters. Terrence Crawford is the best. Canelo's top 5. Jermell Charlo's top 5, right? Errol Spence, when Terrence Crawford fought him, was top 5. These are 4 guys that are in the top 5, okay, pound for pound, along with Dimitri Bivol and like Cool Boy Steph just lost to Monster Inoue. Again, some people say anyway is top 2, top 3. So they're losing to the best of the best. And there's no shame in that. And Jermell Charlo, in my opinion, is still one of the best fighters in the world. I just think he bit off a little more than he can chew. And he learned the lesson, and he'll live to fight another day, period. So let's see how this unfolds with Errol Spence, who has a rematch clause, which he activated. And he is looking to have a rematch with Terrence Crawford. It was said to be December. Looks like that's not going to happen. So let's see how it unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.